Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich as the Dutch. Let's continue on for last left off. So we have done what I wanted. I have managed, you guys stay here. We have managed to cut the Germans in half. These troops and these troops are separated. They do theoretically have one port in Dunkirk. But actually, wait, do these areas connect? I think they do. It's a little bit hard to tell. But overall, these troops should now be taking massive attrition problems because they're not connected to the capital other through one port. And that's a lot of supplies they got to get through one port now. You guys can hold position. You've all done a fantastic job. I appreciate each and every single one of you. We'll see. The Germans probably try to abandon this line. And once Germany takes all their troops out of here, oh, it's over. It's done at that point. How many troops I got on this side? I got 9 on you. I can get upgrades. Guerrilla fighter. Entrenchment speed, you know what? I will take it. What about you? Infantry expert for a plus 10% attack? Oh, absolutely. Thank you very much. I mean, they still have a lot of victory points around here. Don't get that confused. However, none of that's in my territory, so I don't have to worry about it. However, like, they're going to be in a much worse position than they otherwise would be. And they should soon start taking some attrition modifiers. I don't know how long that's going to take. And none of this, I think, affects us. And we did take Mainz. Don't attack into Luxembourg quite yet. Especially people who are not German. Like, the Austrians that are here are definitely going to be having some problems. All the other guys who are part of the... yeah, unsurprisingly, this area has unfortunately collapsed. It does bring one front away from the Germans, but... overall, I still think this is a goal worth celebrating. Like, how many troops do the Germans have on this side? I think they might have less over here than they did on the border with France. So we can probably make some maneuvers this way without too much of a hassle. You are border with Austria. Like, I wouldn't mind pushing into you. And we need 6,000 rifles. Bryn, do you still have guns? You have 5,000, so I don't think it's really fair for us to request any more. How many guns are we making? The answer is not enough. So actually, I'm going to request control of... How many factories are here? A decent amount. I'm actually, Britain, I'm going to ask control of this state. Please and thank you. So that should give us some more military factories for us to work with, increasing our production. But now I don't have enough infantry equipment to actually manage the garrison. Which some might see as a problem, but I think it's actually kind of okay. I could consolidate some of my troops down, which wouldn't be a bad idea. I think the AI is releasing some territories down here. Yeah, so Greece is back, Albania, they're all in the Reichspakt, and will eventually be declaring war on us. But I'm really just wanting to see what Germany does. Do we have superiority actually in this region? We have 51%. I am going to convoy raid here. And hopefully sink some German convoys with direct carrying troops. Because if we can get that done, I'm saying that'd be pretty good. And, you know, Romania now exists. I'm sure Serbia will be released soon as well. So Russia, I would really appreciate your support. I mean, you're doing good work. Don't get me wrong on that one. But I would really like you to at least have a border with the Austrians. Because that would make my life a little bit easier. Yeah, so you're fighting against those guys. You advance a little bit in this territory. Even if we surround one German division, I will take it as a victory. I can see that some of these guys are definitely having some problems. But once we capitulate Germany... No, normally they give you a part of their equipment that they have stored up. But I don't think the AI has any equipment stored up. So maybe my hopes and dreams are not as realistic as I otherwise would like. What if I go down here? I mean, I could. I mean, you are a mountain territory, so you know what? I'd much rather actually take that land now. have that secured for ourselves instead of having to fight the Austrians in mountains. I think that makes sense. I think everybody could agree that makes the most amount of sense for us. Luxembourg, I would really like to push into this territory. It gets us really close to having a front line with the French, and also getting all these guys surrounded. We do have naval combat going on here. A lot of British ships might come to help me fight off the German Navy. I mean, it looks like the Germans are trying to leave. So we have 62 ships. But you don't have an admiral, so I'm going to A attack spotting speed. Don't one of you... Yeah. Please guide my submarines. Thank you very much. You guys also convoy raid. Yeah, wherever you can, actually. I know we don't have fuel, but I'm sure having not enough fuel has never hurt anybody's war efforts. So, I think we can safely ignore that possibility. You're still in southern Germany, technically. I would like more men fighting here. But you're already pretty much secured. We are missing not actually that much equipment. We did loot. We saw three German destroyers. I would consider that. I mean, Britain lost some submarines, but I really don't think that matters. Okay, looks like Middelburg has been secured once again. Let's send our troops over. And actually, they've lost Dunkirk as well. And actually, once you take over this, it'll be a combined front. And without Dunkirk, nobody here can get supplies at all. Because they're not connected to the capital, so they can't reinforce properly. Which is incredible news. Like, it's so good for us. Hold your position then. Again, once this area connects, France and them will love to throw troops into this region. I mean, you guys are safe. Like, I'm actually not worried about France falling to naval invasion anytime soon. Because you're doing fine. Really, if we just wait long enough, Germany won't have any, equipment at all. Which, of course, would be awesome. I mean, I guess, technically, Flanders and Wallonia have supplies here. And you can see France is actually already starting to push their way through some of this territory on the front line. I wish they wouldn't push their way straight through the mountains and the, and all the fortresses. You know, I would generally consider that not to be the best use of your resources, but other than that, Luxembourg has a level 2 fort. Honestly, push away to Luxembourg. Yeah, no, actually, I think that's fine. Okay, we have lost one submarine, but we did sink some other units, which is nice. But yeah, you guys have no port. No port is so bad for you. I mean, you are taking... You're doing some damage against these units, but it's really not so bad. And again, it's just a matter of time. Because do you have any major cities here? I don't believe so. And without any major cities there for you to supply off of, you're going to be in a sad state of affairs. Let's try to push our way through you. You're not making the progress I want. So let's kind of push our way again, maybe more towards the capital. Because even then... Let me just take a quick look here. They have 452 defense. Please, like, sometimes it's a little bit finicky if it wants to show me the information or not. And we'll do a combat, experience, air superiority. So apparently some of these guys are not taking the attrition modifiers or low supply that I would like. I'm sure, you know, Luxembourg and stuff are providing... Well, one of these cities is probably big enough. Maybe you. Yeah, you're 15. Probably you're providing enough supplies for a decent amount of these troops. So they don't have to worry as much. Again, there's no way, though, for... I think the AI to actually break out of this encirclement is just a matter of time. I mean, it would be nice for us to take this region. But as long as we can push our way towards the French lines, we should be looking good. So how many troops do they have? They have a lot of troops in that small pocket. Because you're at 87. You're about to fall. After that, I guess you're going to keep pushing your way into there. Should be able to take both those regions pretty easily. You advance more towards that direction. And you're still secure. I know we don't have the number of men that I would like. Yeah, I might as well get the light tank manufacturer. Who else are we going to get, really? But you guys are now low supply. 9%. I mean, our troops are also on low supply, which is not great. I don't think I need to explain that one. Yeah, still no invasions that we need to necessarily worry about. I'm actually surprised how much, how resilient you guys are overall. France, okay, they've at least pushed their way into Nancy. So, I mean, they are making the progress that we need. So, we might actually, maybe we want France to be the major contributor. Actually, what I want to do is actually march my way towards you. If we can. It's going to be risky. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be risky. I don't think we lost any ships there, so that's okay. But if theoretically we can get our way to Strasbourg, that should take a decent amount of supplies off of the AI to make something work. Okay, you guys stop then. I mean, there's still a lot of Germans here. Like, even if we've cut them off from a lot of their supplies, it's still going to take a while for us to see these, all the results that I would like. Okay, we are killing Austrian units. How much manpower does Austria have? Right now, they have no infantry equipment and no manpower. Germany has about 100,000 manpower and 12 rifles. So I think that's pretty good for them. The problem is, yeah, attacking is still risky. So I wonder if it makes sense for us to actually pull all of our troops off this front and focus on pushing further into Germany and just allowing the French and the British to deal with this final pocket. I mean, there are a lot of troops here. Like, a lot of troops. This front still sucks. It looks like the French Republic has gotten troops down towards itself, but not in any ports, so we don't have to worry about it too much. Sure, we'll also sign you. I don't care if you're repairing. Just go out there and repair some more... Not repair some more stuff. See some more ports. And it looks like you guys are now in charge. But if you were to just click the next step... I guess you actually can't until the Pacific States don't exist. But that would still get you a war with the Entente. So, I mean, that still actually works out for us. Yeah, because now that these guys are taking more damage, they can't repair properly. I'm trying to think what I want to do here. Because now the bridge here has been connected. This front is now directly connected to France. I don't know how that really affects, or how that's going to affect the AI in its decisions to attack. Hopefully a decent amount. Again, if we can get Antwerp or something to collapse, we'll get a lot of troops off the field. I mean, again, France hasn't actually taken that many casualties. They have 310,000, and they're still on limited conscription. While Germany, I'm sure, is probably on... Yeah, they're on service by requirements. We're currently on extensive, but we still have a lot of manpower ourselves. It's really just infantry equipment that we're missing out on. And, of course, we don't have the fuel we need, because we need a lot of it. How is Venezuela holding up? Not great. We won't worry about that so much right now. Like, look how many German divisions are over there. I think we might... It's risky. I think I want to take all my troops off this front. And I'm going to put them all over here and try to keep pushing on to Berlin. Because we probably got Germany down to... Got them down to 70%, which is pretty good. Wallonia... I think if we... Well, actually, Wallonia is the one down towards the south. Because we've taken a lot of your territory. But Wallonia actually probably might capitulate soon. If we take over like one more city, we'll be looking nice. One of our agents has been killed. Well, that's okay. We strengthen resistance. But it looks like it also failed, which is thumbs up. Fantastic. But I'm hoping our allies will be strong enough on their own to clear the pocket while I direct most of my support in pushing the rest of Germany. It's like something like this, I think, makes the most amount of sense. Also, it looks like the Germans are actually just pulling off this line entirely. Well, I mean, that works out for me. If you don't want to be here, then I will gladly take the land. Not too sure where they're going, but if they don't want to be here anymore, I can completely understand. Augsburg is only worth 1 victory point, but I still think it's worth us taking. Because we need to go down to about 30% for the collapse of the Reichspakt event to actually fire. Don't attack yet. And you're looking pretty weak. You hold position, you hold position. I'm not too worried about any of this. Especially once they get into like smaller encirclements, we should still be looking quite nice. Okay, no, they actually are making some maneuvers here. Don't let the AI do that. I'm trying to, I mean, Munich is worth 30 victory points. Of course, we do need to take Berlin. There's really no doubt about that. And then after that, you guys go to Nuremberg. Fine. You know what? You guys that are left, your job is just to defend this line. That's it. You know what? You're here as well. Just stay here. The rest of you will focus on trying to kill what's left of Germany. You guys march up to here. You can march here. You guys fight this guy just because you can. So do something like this. Again, marching towards Munich, it is worth 30 victory points, which is nice. So you got 92. I want you to go take this area for now while you go down here. And you've almost taken over Nancy. That's one of the places that we need to take. But once one of these guys capitulates, things should hopefully kind of cascade a little bit more into being what I want it to be. We'll fight the Germans. It's going to be difficult for us to get to Munich just because it's very, I don't know why it's not displaying these guys actually walking. Okay, let's just put some pressure on the Germans while we're here. Of course, we haven't really made too much pressure in the north. How is, okay, you guys are looking pretty good. You should actually kill Stockholm sooner rather than later. I do think the Russians are actually losing territory, though, which I shouldn't need to express isn't what we want. Okay, delete these guys. You all march here. Kill that 2-stack, please and thank you. And Venezuela's capitulated, but you know what? Who cares? It doesn't matter. We got 100 more convoys. After that, escort efficiency plus 10%, not what we want. Raiding efficiency, that's absolutely what we're looking for, because that's what our submarines are doing. Again, even though we don't have the fuel for it, it is what they're doing. I mean, Brussels actually at 15%, which is higher than I thought it would be. I will admit that this front line is not collapsing at the speed I would have liked it to. You're not getting done what it needs to be done. But you're leaving, actually. You'll be leaving in 1 day. And in 1 day, we can probably send you through, which is going to be another territory that we can take with basically no risk. I did see that you guys did break this guy. So, of course, after that, you're going to split like this. One of you is going to keep marching forward. You're going to reach the Austrian border at another point. You're marching here. Fantastic. Okay, so you guys push away into Nuremberg. You guys push away here. Actually, no. You push here. You push here. Could probably get both of those to work. We did sink a Germany's Asian shipping convoy, which is nice. Japan, of course, is still at war with China, so there's no way that they'll be engaging anything with us. Or engaging with us. By that, I mean there's no way they're going to be attacking the Germans, which would be really nice. We'll get concentrated industry. Seems like a fair option here. And you guys still are living longer than I would like. which is not what I signed up for. But again, they will soon fall. Because you still do have a decent amount of manpower. And of course, 1,000 rifles is not what Germany wants. They want substantially more than that. So you're under attack. You are... You know what? Change your attack to being here. Okay, you counterattack. Get up to 79%. You are... I mean, you're still marching down south. So you might still be able to take that province if you're lucky. And I believe in your luck. You're going to then march north. You're going to march north. You hold position. You're actually going to attack into us. But, you know, you should be able to defend that without too much of a problem. Again, you're all going to push into Nuremberg. You're going to keep on attacking Nuremberg. So that once you've arrived, you should be able to... I'm going to keep on attacking because I want his organization to be as low as humanly possible for this guy here. Keep on pushing. Keep on pushing. At 90%. That's really nice. And you're about to die as well. I'm going to draw your line like this. Because unfortunately, Germany has taken a little bit more territory. Not what I wanted. But, you know, it's what I got, I guess. We'll go 61% on you. Will you get to Nuremberg before these guys? I think so. Okay, fantastic. So that is a 15 victory point city. Germany has gone down to 66%, which I consider that to be pretty good for us. Actually, I think right now, do something like this. You push on this. Thank you, Britain, for 1,000 rifles. I do need them, you know? Because you have right now 18 divisions. It says you can get an upgrade, but I really don't see that being in the list here. So thanks for lying to me, game. I mean, you guys are starting to have really poor organization. Which means we should probably try to be pushing into these areas ASAP. Strasbourg, again, is kind of our objective in this area of the map. You don't actually know. These guys like no organization. We should be able to kill them without too much trouble. The Ottoman Empire has joined the Reichspakt, huh? I did not even know they could do that. So the Reichspakt is now looking quite dangerous, I will admit. I will get another agent here. Did you know that the Ottomans could join the Reichspakt? I knew that they could declare war on the people that Germany's at war with, but I didn't know they could actually just join a faction. Is that new? I feel like it's new. And also, it scares the hell out of me. But you should be able to push through here, make your way further into Germany. Again, we just need like one decisive blow, and things should be looking nice. Well, for right now, I think this is going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So thanks for watching. My name is Encirclement. If you enjoyed, run a thumbs up. Not enjoyed, click a thumb down. Want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.